Welcome back, everybody, to another video on becoming an insurance agent, being a better insurance agent, and learning all about the industry and making it the best possible experience for you. So glad that we're here again, and today we're going to talk about the great, exciting world of licensing. So in our industry and other professions as well, you have to be licensed in order to get involved in the business. And for most people, they like having a lot of options. So they would be looking to get 4 different lines of insurance, which would be property, casualty, life, and health. Depending on the state, they may call it different things. Some call it accident and health, some call it fire instead of property. It just all depends on how they're worded, and you don't have to get them all. I'd say you give yourself a good chance of really being successful when you have all those options, and you don't limit yourself, and you can do more for your clients when you have those opportunities. But whatever industry you're deciding to get into within our industry, maybe it's just the life side of things or the commercial side of things, there'll be different licensing for that. And the first thing you'd want to go to is look at your state's Department of Insurance requirements for what is required for that particular state. Every state's a little different when it comes down to classes, because you do have to take some classes. Some are virtual. Other states are still doing things in person. Right now, everything is virtual for the time being. And you can also look into testing. Every state uses a different testing platform as well. So you want to see who's involved in that and start looking at testing dates as well. So there's also a lot of different companies that offer that training for classes. You definitely want to do your research first. They all are in different price points. I would say most of them out there are pretty good, but definitely do your due diligence first. You have to be careful. Sometimes there's things out there that you come across you just do not want to. Licensing, it's a pretty simple process. You have classes, take some tests, you apply for your license. And costs for licensing will also vary on that state license as well. The nice thing about it is once you do get a license, and say you're licensed in the state of Illinois, like myself, and you want to branch off into Indiana or Wisconsin or Iowa, in most cases, all you have to do is pay that license fee once you're licensed in your home state, apply for a non-resident license, and then you are able to sell there as well. You want to make sure that if you're working with multiple carriers that they can also accommodate that as well. Not all carriers are available in all states. So a lot are, especially when it comes to the big name carriers, but licensing is definitely a step you have to take early on. And you don't have to be sponsored by an insurance company in order to do that. You can simply go and get your license yourself. Now, there are companies out there who have relationships with some of the training companies, and they get discounts when individuals are coming on board with us, with our firm. We have a relationship with the training company, and we actually provide a discount because of that relationship. But every company is different. Some do and some don't. You want to find that out beforehand if you do have a particular route in mind. And when it comes to licensing, the big thing that I think people really get scared of is it's a test. Oh my gosh, it's a test. It's a test that gives you multiple choice, true and false. So what I recommend to new candidates is when you're looking to pass that test, you really just need to be relaxed. Be relaxed. Know that it's just going to come to you. The training that you get beforehand is really good, and when you are looking into that test and when you're looking at it, my thing was just, you know what, I'm just going to click the answers away, and whatever comes to my mind first, I am not going to second guess it. All right, you never want to second guess yourself. It's just like you learned back in school, right? Just like you learned back in school. It may not always be the pick the C answer, but pick whatever comes to you first. There's a reason that comes to you before anything else. And if you finish before everybody, don't feel like you have to go back and check your answers because, I finished before everybody else. Don't even worry about that. Just have confidence in yourself, confidence in what you do, and confidence that, I can go in, I can pass this test, I can get licensed. And once you're licensed, then you can go ahead and move on to the next step, whether you're looking at prospective companies to work with, whether you already are lined up with a company and you're moving through their process after you get licensed. But that's the next step there. And it's pretty simple, pretty easy. I would say on average, at least for the state of Illinois, licensing could range anywhere from $750 roughly all the way up to $1,300. A lot of that depends on the training company that you go with. So that's why I highly recommend doing your research and checking into them, especially on pricing as well. So appreciate everybody joining. I know it's been a process. We're going to be getting into some good stuff here soon. But those who have no clue where to start, I want to make sure I give you a good foundation to keep building upon in the future. I definitely enjoy making these videos for everyone. So, feel free to subscribe, leave comments below, and I will see you in the next video. With